Hello and welcome back everybody to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. Unfortunately, I'm still feeling a little under the weather, and Rob is not here today, so we're going solo. And that means I'm going to take the time to try and learn stuff. And you're along for the ride. So, uh, looking through scenarios, I was looking for a small one, found it, and it's also been reprinted quite a few times. So this is a scenario that more people will be familiar with, I assume, since it is an official scenario as well as one that existed uh, before it reached that status. It's also I will I will generously say it has branched off to a third party, but we'll get there. So this scenario is in North Africa. This is a scenario between the British and the Italians. This is early war, technically for the two of them in terms of like the weapons that they use and that sort of thing. It's a very strange scenario. Um, Due to some of the limitations and some of the actions that one wants to take. But we're going to get through all of that in due time. So, because this is a desert scenario, there's a couple things that tend to be specified, and we have that here in this scenario. The last time I was playing desert scenario with Italians and British, it wasn't the case, and this time it is. So, special mention needs to take place here. So there is light dust in effect. EC is very dry, which is bad. Or maybe not necessarily bad. I don't think anything is going to catch fire at the moment, so we're probably okay. Intense heat haze is also in effect, so there is going to be quite a few rules to look at here, and that's just in terms of weather. Now there is an overlay in this map. On map 31, there's a hillock. Hillocks are very strange just because they kind of, sort of are hills, but they're not hills. And it's like half level, but if you're at the top of a hillock, you're at 3/4. If I remember correctly, there's a lot to it. It shouldn't really come up outside of, anything that is behind or below that hillock at the bottom right there. And hopefully that won't be the case. I can I can only hope I don't have to mess with it too much. So not only is that going on, um, but there is a track. So this is a modification that you can apply while you're in the Vassal program. If you go into terrain SSRs, you can put up the that special track so you don't have to kind of lay it down yourself, which makes it really easy. It's really nice to see that. And yeah, the track goes from A5 to GG5 all on board 30. There is no vehicular dust placed at the beginning at the during setup. This is important to note because all of these vehicles set up in motion. So all of these vehicles are in motion, and normally that would a vehicle in motion in light dust generates dust, but not right now, or not at the start. SSR 4 Italian AFV crews are inexperienced. D 3.45. Italian AFV may not use platoon movement. So, not that it particularly matters, because I mean, you're probably not like the way that you're going to build this convoy, you're probably not going to bother with it anyways, but um, it is, important to note that you do not get to use platoon movement. So all the vehicles kind of have to try to move on their own, except, of course, for trucks. Trucks do not have radios and don't need them. Or at least they don't need them for the purposes of ASL and ASL's combat. Uh, Inexperienced crews, I'll get into it. Like I said, I got other stuff I need to look up as well. The Italians get a 65-17 infantry gun. It must be carried emporté. This you can see it in Italian Ordinance Note C, page H85, but also just apporter is it's there's a specific index for it, so we'll check that out as well. And then commencing with Italian movement phase of turn 3, Italian trucks and the infantry gun with its crew may exit the map board along the north edge, which for the purpose of today is to the right, without being considered eliminated. Why is that important? Because the British win at game end if they have amassed 6 or more uh, casualty DVP than the Italians. So not only do they have to cause DVP, but they have to have 6 or more of DVP to beat the Italians. Now, DVP is calculated is very different. So how DVP is calculated on the scenario card, there is a number to each counter that counts for DVP. So essentially, like, it has a different value for the desert campaign than it would for regular scenarios. As an example, a truck is worth 2. There are tankettes that the Italians have. They are worth 2. They are not worth the full 5, is how I understand it. I will double check this just to make sure, but that's the ground stuff. So not only is there like dust, there's emporté, there's desert VP, there is intense heat haze. There is a bunch of stuff that exists and will make it tough to figure all this stuff out. So hopefully I am going to not screw this up, but you never know. So, Desert VP. To reflect the increased importance of vehicles in the Desert campaign, any scenario that specifies Desert VP, otherwise known as DVP, uses the following method of calculating VP for guns and vehicles eliminated, captured, or exited as per A26.2 and 23. A gun's DVP value equals 10% fractions rounded up of its printed buy point value, even if DM or malfunction. And a vehicle's DVP value equals 10% fractions rounded up of its printed BPV, even if its main armament is malfunctioned or disabled. So for ease of use, each gun's vehicle's DVP value is printed in red in the upper left-hand corner of its depiction on the scenario card. So this, you will never see this on the counters unless a third party decides to start printing them that way. The vehicle contains, or this number does not include the point value of whatever PRC the vehicle contains at the scenario start. So it's not to replace that. The point value of units, equipment other than guns, vehicles are not changed by the use of DVP. So a crew is still worth 2. It does not change because it's in the desert. So yeah, there's variable DVP values, but I don't. We're not encountering those as far as I'm aware. Okay, that is DVP. Let's go back and check for emporté. C10.5, emporté. So some German, British, Italian, and French guns may be carried emporté, which means they may be loaded onto a vehicle during setup or play and carried as passenger PP. The applicable ordnance notes, which will describe exactly which guns can be ported by which vehicles during which periods. Prior to setup, the appropriate vehicle must be noted on a side record as being able to porter a gun of that particular caliber, size, and barrel length. As a passenger, the gun and its ammo together use all but 5 portage points of the vehicle's passenger capacity. A vehicle may not simultaneously have one gun emporté and another hooked up for towing. So essentially, there is a vehicle that will have the Italian gun in it, and you kind of just pray to God that it'll survive and do stuff realistically. If I go to H85 and check the emporté notes, so the 6517, what note do we have here? Dates and rarity factors, Italian notes, ACHN. So the vehicle, this gun may be carried emporté by an autocarro L, exception an autocarro M or medio for 65 15 or 6517, sorry, an autocaro P for the 7527. Um, so the 37L18 may be fired by its passenger crew while being ported, but only through the vehicle's rear VCA. In a pre-August 1941, oh, DYO, do your own scenario. Don't have to worry about it. So yeah, don't have to worry about that. Heat becomes available in 1942, September. Animal Pact, yeah, I don't think there's much to worry about here. Um, yeah, it doesn't look like I'll be able to. It doesn't look like I'll be able to fire it though, since only the 37 maybe loaded. And carry as yeah, so it doesn't count as portage, which is nice. So you're not, it doesn't count as towing, so you're not towing a gun. Um, but it does not seem like I'll be able to shoot because that's only available for the 37L according to the note. So if I'm being strict on this, that should be the rule. All right. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, we've got heat haze and light dust to worry about since these are the first times that I'm really digging into this and trying to figure this out. So where is heat haze? So heat haze, uh, whenever an SSR or time of day dice roll specifies that heat haze is in effect, there's a desert LV hindrance DRM that applies at certain ranges to hit and non-ordnance IFT die rolls. Sorry, and then versus infantry, this DRM is +1 for each multiple of 6 hexes. Yada yada yada. Intense heat haze in the same manner as normal, except that there's extra stuff to it. So I'm not going to be shooting at infantry, so I don't really have to worry about that. So same effects as given in 11.62, which is the original thing, except that it applies to such fire versus infantry beyond the initial 6 hex range and to such fire versus a vehicle PRC beyond the initial 12 hex range. So if you're beyond 12, it looks like, yeah, you get an extra +1. So even if if you're trying to get some shots in, distance will hurt it. Is there anything else here? If using the area target type, not worried about that. Offboard observer, dust. Okay, dust. Glad that's here as well. So in dust, we have light dust. Light dust can only occur if a scenario uses at least one desert board, and only if the EC are dry or very dry. While light dust is in effect, each 2-hit dice roll receives a dust DLV hindrance DRM equal to a subsequent die roll that is halved, fractions rounded down. There's interdiction as well, which we're not going to worry about. Yeah, and that would you get some casualty reduction if you failed interdiction. Blah blah blah. Don't worry about it. Okay. So let me see. I know it's in the options. I might actually be able to put. If I go into preference and I check for light dust, use special dust settings. Okay, I'm going to test this out to hit. All right, cool. Light dust is in effect. Okay. Perfect. Now, vehicle dust. So whenever light dust can exist, vehicle dust can now also occur. In such a scenario, as a vehicle of any type enters a new hex at a cost of 2 or less MP, a vehicle dust counter is immediately placed at the base level of the hex it has just exited. So that dust counter is immediately removed from the hex when one of the following occurs. The vehicle leaves its present hex, the wind change goes from heavy wind, gust, or rain, the vehicle begins the next friendly prep-fire phase not in motion, or the vehicle begins its next movement phase already in motion, expands a MP for any reason. So, yeah. Platoon convoy movement. When using platoon convoy movement, a vehicle dust is placed shifted only at the end of each impulse before defensive bounding first fire attacks. And I am not allowed to use platoon movement, so that won't be the case. I'm going to have to track a lot of stuff all together. Okay, that might be enough preamble here for all of the rules that we're going to see, and we'll just have to go into this. Okay. So let me zoom in a little bit here because desert boards are kind of just they're just flat. Like there's not much. There is going to be Hamada and some stuff here. I never remember which is which because I'm a dork, and as much as I like and love ASL, I just never remember. So Q9 is Scrub, I believe, and Hamada is K7. That, I believe, is how it goes. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put an overlay here so I can remember this. Otherwise, my brain is just not going to remember. So label scrub. And then 30Q9. And then we'll clone this. And then Hamada. 30K7. Perfect. Okay. I'm not going to be driving into those as the Italians, so I'm not really too worried about it. But it is something that is going to be important. Okay. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. So we'll go back to our scenario card here. So the Italians set up first, British move first, 6 turns. There's reinforcements on both sides, but at least somewhat thankfully, this is a very, very, very small scenario for the British in this instance. So we will roll for weather. We will not get any change. We'll go straight to movement phase because there's nothing to do in the rally or prep fire. In the movement phase or at the start of the turn, I am going to have my guys get onto the hillock is my goal here. So that I can, at least at the start here, I can avoid some hindrance and shoot at the front of this convoy here. So I need to look at terrain costs for desert boards. Not Sassel charts. Neil's charts, terrain, DTO. All right. So because I am dealing a lot with armored cars and tankettes, I have to worry. I have to be a little careful here about this stuff. So sand or open ground. Open ground. So X10 should be open ground. I don't believe sand is in effect because I think sand is a different color. Let me double check this. Yeah, sand I believe is a lighter color, or it exists between. Sand is like in between Hamada and other stuff. Sand. Terrain features neither. Yeah. Okay, sand looks completely different. You can't miss it. Cool. And if there was sand, I believe you would get something for like driving next to it and whatever. Let me double check, make sure scrub. So scrub, blah blah blah. It's not an obstacle or hindrance. Open ground. So if I'm trying to, the following costs apply to entering a non-sand location that contains scrub. 4 for a armored car. And is there an issue here? No, it's just an increased cost. Cool. Hamada, however, if I'm driving into Hamada, each vehicle that is not fully tracked must make a mobilization DR when it enters either a Hamada hex or an open ground hex that is accessible to a Hamada hex. So, for example, I am going to want to move this guy over here because getting into Z9 may cause immobilization, and I don't want that. Cool. Because, again, Q9 is scrub, so W6 is scrub, and AA8 is Hamada. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, so I don't need to do... Pretty sure I don't need to. Yeah, he has a radio, which is good. And he also should have a radio. Cool. I just noticed that my guy is closer. Do I want my better guy closer? Probably not. Alright. So, movement phase. Shoot. I should probably put down counters, too, for movement. So many counters. So many counters for so few guys. I will want to clone these, too. Shoot. Alright. Oops. Clone this. Clone this. MP. Alright. Finally, get to start moving here. So a vehicle comes from off board, goes into X10. It is a desert hex. It is open ground. It is 1 for armored car. Impressive. 2, 3, 4. And then getting into a hillock hex is 1 plus cost of terrain. So that's 6. I believe this would be 8. And then 10. 12. Or sorry, 11, 13, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, stop 23. Yeah, that's perfect. My guys are already in motion, so I can't really like roll for anything. It's really just accept my doom here, potentially. Next vehicle, kind of same idea here. So 2, 4, or sorry, 1, 2, 3. I was still calling double, whatever. 4, 6, 8. Oh, that's right. There would be dust. Yeah, okay. That's why. Yeah, no, I stopped. It's fine. I don't. There's no dust in there, especially since I was paying more than 2 overall in a hex. I think that was like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 23, stop 24. Defense fire phase. I mean, I'd have halved. I'd have 1 firepower. Uh, Fuck it. Why not? 1 firepower up to. I really need like triple ones there, so it's not really the end of the world, anyways. Okay, that's it for that. We go straight to Italian turn 1. Weather, no change. Their reinforcements come in on turn 3, I believe. Yeah, 3 for the first group, and then 4 for the next group. It should be pointed out as well that the Italians get the reinforcements after the British get theirs. So they get, like, hosed twice. And I also can't use platoon movement. So we're going to go to movement phase. Since I kind of need to get... I feel like I'm going to need to get moving here and get some trucks to kind of drive around and not be targets and victims here. So, again, I need to figure stuff out. So first things first, I'm going to try for the attempt. They do pass, which is really important because the Italians have a vehicular morale of 7, which is terrible compared to a lot of other groups, which are 8. So First guy gets to move. He is going to, I believe, moving on a track is same as like a path or like a road. So this should just be one, um, one, two, or sorry, two, because that would be, yeah, that would start like immobilization stuff. So two, three. As I get there, because I really can't just like afford this guy to start doing a bunch of stuff. Armored car in Y5 is going to shoot ATR at him. Total is 9. There's a +2 for moving, +2 for small target, or double small target, I should say. And that's just going to be a miss, unfortunately. Did not get rate of fire either, which is bad. But these are the things you lived with. So that's 3, 4. I'm going to intensive because I believe I'm allowed to. And that is also a 9, which is real bad. Although, sorry, the dust. Oh, I'm gonna need unit vehicle. So the dust is always behind, if I understand this correctly. That's first and foremost. So I shouldn't have to worry about dust as a +2, but I do have to worry about the +4. Excuse me. From that. So let's make sure I'm doing this correctly. So vehicle dust placed immediately at the base hex of a hex has just exited, which is great. Cool. So for this intensifier to hit, unfortunately the extra +2 is just not going to work out here. Breakdown goes down by 2, but thankfully I did not roll the 10, so I don't have to worry about having bricked the ATR. But we're looking at, again, a +6 for +2 for movement, +2 for small, +2 for intensive, -2 for acquisition and the leader. So the acquisition will flip, but the intensifier will not lead to any result. There's no heat haze as well that we have to worry about. So it was just a flat 8. But again, it's 8 + 6 to 14, -2 to 12, so nothing happens. This vehicle will continue. I believe it's on 4 right now, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then stop for 13, or stop delay. So hopefully this will give him a good position here. Now this acquisition does follow, and this motion vehicle dust would technically like apply here, but it shouldn't apply in this hex. So next up, I got a bunch of trucks. These trucks are going to move independently, and I need to get the thing out for open ground. Is trucks... Oh, I've been doing that wrong. Whoops, 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 whoops. This was of course going to happen. So BBGIR. So double B is you may require sand bog. Okay, no. If accessible to sand, I don't have to. I'm not accessible to sand. Cool. Okay, I was a little worried about that. And then G costs. Oh yeah, not on board to 25 hill, so I have to worry about that. And then IR. Hamada immobilization. I'm deliberately avoiding Hamadas, though I'm curious if Z4 would be, because it is technically accessible, but whatever. I already played it. And then R for road costs instead, if through a road or one way, or track costs if through track. But I'm not, like, I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, okay. Perfect. I think I've done everything correctly here for this vehicle. So yeah, trucks have a cost of 1, which is kind of wild. So first guy's gonna move. So we'll have him turn for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20 in motion. And I'm going to try and see if I can prep some guys to get off board here. Same thing over here. Vehicle, the truck. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in motion. Next guy has to attempt. Uh, he will fail and just stops in his hex. Next up, truck is going to try and go around. So I believe, again, accessible to. The accessible thing is what's kind of like getting into my brain right now because I'm thinking it should just be if it's adjacent and it's not a like cliff. So I just need to make sure. Yeah, so you don't have okay, you don't have to if you're on the track. Cool. So yeah, instead I'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 in motion. Next guy has to task check. Passes, thankfully. Um, so he will do. I'm just gonna have to rush this armored car here and hope I succeed. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, stop 13. ATR and X10's gonna shoot at him. Oh man, that's gonna be. I can't imagine that's a hit. So light dust would exist behind it. So here's a couple things I need to do. So you guys have uh, dust, and then this guy paid one to stop, so I think the dust goes away. Now, this ATR again is shooting, and there is light dust, but yeah, I guess like yeah, I guess it is just a straight hindrance like throughout everything, and then there's also vehicle dust, so it's really just like super punishing. I'm curious about this scenario now, like. Yeah, okay. No, I guess. Like, so rolled a 7, then rolled a terrible 6 for the light dust, which increases the 7 to a 10. And then again, it gets a plus 6, or sorry, plus 4. So there's 2 for motion, and then 2 for double small, or at least like 2 for having moved, and then 2 for double small, and then yeah, so that's a plus 4 or minus 1 for the leader. Won't do anything. So we're looking at another unfortunate miss here. But that vehicle is stopped in front of this armored car, so you never know. Next vehicle is a truck that's going to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in motion. There is a vehicle dust in that hex. Um, Yeah, and it's specifically at the end. So yeah, blah, 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 yeah, and then it's removed if the vehicle leaves its present hex. So it's not like the dust just like hangs forever. Thankfully, because otherwise, man, that'd be impossible for movement. Next truck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 in motion. So another vehicle dust. I'm gonna see, I remember seeing another dust, oh, yeah. If it leaves, or if it's, oh, I guess, so I guess technically there is, would there then be there? It doesn't matter for this thing, but it's the hex you just exit. So I just need to, yeah, I guess technically. It's that you have to enter a new hex at an extra value. So okay, yeah, I guess this would be there would be vehicle dust there. Again, it's not gonna matter, but it is important to put it down, I guess. Um, Next vehicle has to attempt to move. It does not. It stops and just sits there. Next vehicle, truck 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in motion. There is going to be a motor vehicle dust. Next up, vehicle, truck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 in motion. Yeah, it's really been a shame that the armored cars have gotten like absolutely nothing done here. Next truck 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I think this would be 18 because it counts as like smoke. 19, 20. I believe that's how it goes. Next vehicle, the one with the emporté. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, uh, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Stop for 18. So its thing is going to be here. And hopefully this is smart enough that I can like, because I should be able to just like take the gun out and then swivel it and then maybe get to shoot at next turn or something. Next vehicle, it is in motion. It gets to, it does get to move. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 in motion. It's gonna leave some dust right on this guy's face. Next truck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in motion. Motion dust. Next vehicle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I screwed myself up on this one. 12. Bog check. He's fine. 13. Bog check. He's fine. 14. Bog check. I believe he's bogged. Believe that guy's bogged. Next guy. He's good to go. All right. Cool, cool, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, stop 13. And then there should be vehicle dust in this hex. And then lastly, one more truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20 in motion. Alright, I think I've done this correctly. I think. Okay. Defensive fire phase. I have an intensive fire to try against that guy. That might not work. So total is 8. Ooh, it might just be a hit. So, what are we looking at here? It is +2 for having moved, +2 for double small, and then uh, that's it. So it's +4. This is on 8, and then there's an acquisition and a leader. So it is a hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5. That is a hit, but that will not. That will unfortunately not kill because ATR is a 5, and even though this has 0 armor on the side, that is still garbage. Oh, you know what? There was intensive, so that'd be an extra 2. That's what I wasn't thinking about for whatever reason. So it would have been +6 down to which 12, which wouldn't matter, and that didn't hit. Advanced fire phase, BMG. I'm just gonna shoot 4 firepower, uh, up 2 at this guy. Ah, damn. Okay. So I didn't break my BMG, which is nice, but that's it. Not much else to do. No advance, no CC, no nothing there. So we go to turn 2 for the British. They do not get their reinforcements yet, and we are back to trying to figure all of life's greatest mysteries here. So weather, no change. Uh, no rally phase actions to do. Prep fire phase, I am going to attempt. I am going to attempt prep fire. I guess maybe I could have done 1 up 2. Doesn't really matter. Or sorry, no, that would be yeah, no 1 up 2. Whatever. ATR point blank. Let's go. Uh, come on. Um, so it is going to hit, I believe, but by the like barest of margins here. So it is a +2 for double small, -2 for distance, and then another -2 for acquisition. Or sorry, a -1 for acquisition, which I just needed that. That is really skin of my teeth here. So I will get a hit, and that might actually kill. So ATR is 5. Point blank range is a +2 to that, so it's 7. There is a 1 armor, so unfortunately it will not do a blaze, which I'm sure the Italians would have liked here. Um, oh, you know what? I should have done BMG. I was not thinking about the double to kill. That's my bad. I should have, yeah, I should have done that. Oh well. Mistakes were made. I could try. If I'm playing it back, I rolled. Hmm. I was really hoping for like a bust. That would be a hit. It wouldn't be a crit. But double TK, do I get anything out of that? MG is 4s +2 at that range. So it goes to a 6. Nope, none of those do anything. All right, cool. Well, we went back in time and nothing changed. So, unfortunately for the Italians, that is a kill. Crew survival, no effect. So this vehicle is just eliminated. That goes along with its crew, but I believe the crew doesn't matter. The value is just the value. So, um, that's I believe 2 points for the British. So they will get their first kill. The 2 hit did not get acquisition or acquisition rate of fire. I don't know why did I do that. Why did I flip it there? You get flipped. Thank you. And then we do this, or sorry, and then we do this, which I think I added to the wrong. Yeah, I added to the wrong one. Anyways, cool. Yeah, there was no rate of fire on that one, so I don't have to worry about it. Which I would not have gotten it anyways because it was advanced fire phase. Cool. So this guy has shot, which is great. That's I need that sort of thing to start off, and then I don't think I can hit this truck, and I think it'll get the smoke. Yeah, it'll get the vehicle dust anyways. So I'm gonna try my hand at P5, and we'll see here. So range is 9, so I don't have to worry about extra dust or anything. But that is motion plus double small for plus 4. And there's only a -1 on this one, so that'll be a miss and no rate again. So that's it for those armored cars. Movement phase, there's nothing to move. Defensive fire phase, we can try here. I think the only ones I care to do, honestly, is, or the only one to do, I think, is really just the vehicle in AA3. Um, okay, so what am I looking at here? BMG CE firepower not available, and hold down firepower okay. AAMG. So I can choose to unbutton, but if I unbutton, I only use the AAMG, I guess is what it's going at here. Let me see if the vehicle notes mention anything specific on the AA version of the L3. There you go. Okay, so blah 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 can be moved. Yada yada yada. And MG can be used. Either MG may be used as the MA. Okay, so I can shoot. Okay, so I can use either as interesting. If the AAV is marked with one or more malfunctions disabled, the owning player may in fact switch positions of its two MGs. It does this by making the TI counter and changing yada yada yada. Okay, so I can treat it as a machine gun for two hit and kill purposes. So I might as well do, yeah. I'll have the hull machine gun, I guess. Do a two hit on this vehicle. That'll be a hit. No rate, unfortunately. 2 kills not enough, and then I will have the AA machine gun shoot as a 2-up 2, which I'm kind of regretting. Feel like I should have done. Well, you know what? Wouldn't have mattered because of the dust. So nothing happens there. It's fired both his weapons. I could do. Now this guy does have double 2 kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm pretty sure BMG might be limited to 8 hexes, but if it's 12, I am gonna try. I remember I talked with Rutin about this on what the normal range of BMG is 8. Shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get anything out of this. I could shoot. No, because it's like 2 up, whatever. It's crazy. Nothing. Yeah, nope. Routes advances, nothing happens. We go to Italian turn 2, weather. Ooh, gusts. Uh, damn. Uh, what happens? I think all the dust goes away. Or I know all the dust goes away. I just don't remember what else happens. Uh, yeah, dust counter is immediately removed on gusts, so I gotta do a whole bunch of shit here. I mean, it's not really the worst thing in the world. It's just not super helpful either, I guess. Okay, I need to double check emporté and stuff. So, uh, okay. Yeah, certain guns may be fired by blah blah blah, which means I can't do it. Which okay, cool, 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 cool. All right. I think I think I have a plan here potentially. So go to well, rally phase is nothing for me to do. Prep-fire phase, I will have MG attempt same shenanigans as before. That is going to be a hit, because by this time I will have gotten, or I forget if MG fire gets it, but I will hit it regardless because of the total value here. Uh, Not enough, and then I'll shoot just a straight 2, which again, not enough. Or 2 up 2, whatever. And then +2 for dust, which again doesn't matter. I'll go to movement because I need stuff to move. First things first, I'm going to mark this as TI, and this truck is going to unload this gun, and the gun is going to be placed facing R2 or S2. That way I can shoot these guys. As I do this, because this whole group, I believe, is marked as TI, I am not going to take the risk, because I'm really suspicious of all this. So ATR vehicle is going to shoot at the truck. That is... it is probably enough, actually, because of the gusts. Range 7. Um, there is a -1 for the leader. So yeah, I think that just brings it down to oh right, inexperienced crews. I gotta double check inexperienced crews because I have not been checking that. I think they added an extra +1 to their stuff, and they can't use and like their armor weapons are also bad. Yeah, you're treated as if you have a 6-1. Okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. I have been there's at no point has the +1 from the armor leader really been modifying anything. I guess technically the task check, maybe, but I don't think I've rolled a 7. I think I've rolled 6 and below for the times it's activated. So I think still think I'm fine here. I think that will hit though, which is very unfortunate because I specifically do not need that to hit or want that to hit. Because again, there is it's a 10 overall. It's not a small truck, so -1. Although I'm hitting the truck, I'm not aiming at the gun, which I'm just realizing this now, which I don't think will matter. 2 kill. All right, so the truck is actually that could make it worse. So the truck turns into a blaze, of which there's no like the that's quote unquote fine, like right now, except for the fact that a blaze means that there's smoke in the hex, and now this gun is gonna have a terrible time, because I believe the gun is treated as being unloaded. Like there's no like they're not in the same thing anymore. So blowing up the truck doesn't kill the gun. However, I will take the opportunity now to shoot 2 firepower at, which I guess is like the wrong thing to do at this point because of the blaze. But it's a 7 on 2. I don't think the leader applies his modifier on the AAMG. Armor leaders suck, man. I can't believe they don't just straight modify all of the rolls. It's only some of them. What does an armor leader modify? I think it's just the main armament. Main armament, overrun, die roll, CC, hold down, half track fire group, bomb removal. Yeah, so he doesn't get to modify anything, which sucks because specifically because if he could modify it, it would have brought it down to a 6, which would have been a pentest check. But unfortunately, it does not happen, and that's not the counter I want. I want this counter. So the truck is blown up, and there is now a blaze in the hex, which makes everything worse shooting in there, which is bad for the Italians. That is a medium. A medium truck, which means I think it's just worth 2. Medium is worth 2. Cool. So that happened. I kind of just I'm really I'm kind of curious as to like the open ground nature of this. Like I'm not missing anything. I don't think it said like stuff is sand. So it's yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just curious because like everybody's just like already basically off board, and I can start jumping off board by turn 3. But it's kind of just like, oh well, I mean, uh, you can kind of do that on turn 2. Like I don't know why I need to wait till turn 3, but whatever. Maybe there's a interesting plan or idea that the Italians can have by going like bottom board. I don't know. Seems like an odd idea. So I'm going to spend the movement phase to just like move a bunch of these other trucks. Now, because there's gusts, no smoke can be, or smoke, no wind or dust can be laid. So essentially, three, one, two, three, one, two, three, four, five, one, two, three, four, or four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I know I'm not counting the full number, but there's no reason to not just pay the last amount as your full amount at the end. So that's the idea there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20. And now the actual like interesting stuff here. So the vehicles, the actual fighting vehicles. And this guy who's bogged. I think that should be fine. He's just paying like 7 or something to get out or to not be bogged. Bog. 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 If you're bogged, you have to bog removal. Start of its movement phase, provided it's not fired. Start of the movement phase to the colored die roll times a white die roll. So 5. If the colored die roll is 1 to 4, the vehicle is freed. Yeah, no, I don't have anything that is assisting. So because I rolled a 5, the vehicle is mired. So bad things. Oh, I don't have a. There's no counter for that, right? Is it in? I don't have a mired counter. What am I doing? Mired. Okay. And now, now, the funner stuff. First vehicle, task check. He stops. Second vehicle, I'm going to mark him as moved, but he stops. 05, task check. He also doesn't get the move. Task check L5 doesn't get the move because of the 6+1. And J5, task check, or does an inexperienced crew count for every role? Because an armor leader doesn't apply for every role. I can't believe I clicked on the wrong thing. Inexperienced crew. Does it count for everything? As if it inherent 6+1. Uh, yeah, okay, so here's the problem. Here's kind of why, another reason why I dislike armor leaders. So because it only applies to a main armament dice roll, whether it's IFT or to hit, an overrun dice roll, CC die roll, hull down maneuver, half track fire group, and bog removal, it basically means that nothing happens for a task check to try and get out, like to try and move. Like if I do platoon movement, if I go to platoon movement, which I thought I saw, there we go. So if I try to move as a radialist, I need to, um, if it's alone, which it is, and I can't use platoon movement, so everybody has to do this stuff. You have to pass a normal task check, but the normal task check can't be, like, if a if must pass a normal task check in order to move during that movement phase. If it fails the normal task check, it must immediately stop and expend the rest of its movement as delay. It may not perform any other action. Blah 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 blah. A lone radialist AFE need not pass a normal task check before attempting a motion die roll, but must always add a +1. But the motion die roll is not to move. That's motion to, in order to become in motion during an enemy player's turn, essentially. So I do have a vehicle that passes, and that is this guy in L5, because I was going right to left. So he's the only one who succeeds. What's this guy? He's the double 2 kill. Okay. He's gonna try and become a hero here, so they've got the cojones to move. So he starts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, bog, really? Uh, yeah, I guess like 7, 8, stop 9, delay the rest. Oh, you know what? Yeah. When this guy was here, he'll take a shot. Because, wait, does he even have a shot? He doesn't. He doesn't have a shot on this guy. All right. Is this through covered arc only? The machine gun's rear turret covered arc only. This has a turret. Okay. Well, yeah, so he'll stop delay there, and then I will turn turret and shoot at him with an ATR. Huzzah! No. Oh man, the dust in this is just kind of getting silly here. So, whole thing again. This is a final number 10 because of dust. Then we're adding +2 for having moved, +2 for small, so +4 total, -1 for armor leader. So it is unfortunately a miss, and I'm just gonna have to intensify really. I think is kind of the goal here. So yeah, uh, this technically goes over there. Oh, I did that twice. Oops, whatever. Cool, cool, cool. That's it for movement since everybody else moved. I need to mark these guys so I don't muck that up. Defensive fire phase, intensive fire. Huzzah! Nope. I just know instinct because that's another +6. +6 down 2. Range is. Oh, wait, that is. Wait, no, 14. No, 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 no. That's 12. There's no way. I knew something was wrong here. I have not broken any guns yet, which is impressive at the very least for all the intensive fires. I'm gonna learn that like somehow ATR as a main armament can't intensive fire. I have to actually check now. Why did I bring that up? My brain can't not let that go. Where's intensive fire? Intensive fire. Additional shot, and then intense fire can be done by events. I can use. It's until you've exhausted your normal rate of fire to hit penalty malfunction restrictions. Certain guns may not use in any case. Oh, your has to only. Okay, so it's only if it's got a no intense fire case on it, which is not the case here. All right, cool. Unless I missed something. Y5 intensive fire against P5. Huzzah! No. Just no. Because we're looking at a range is 7, which doesn't do anything for intense heat haze. But it is a 7 +2 for double small. And then +1 for the hindrance, so +3 total, and then -1 for leader. Range is 8. Yeah, it's a 9. I think that'll hit. Huzzah! ATR, no, that's a nope. And will not have any effect because it is not 1 over. Oh, you know what? I keep not counting the +2 from intensifier. That's my problem. That's where my brain is not working here properly. We go to advanced fire phase. I am going to uh, attempt uh, it with Q9 against vehicle. No, because there's just so many positives there. No rate of fire in the advanced fire phase, so don't have to worry about that. Defense fire is over. No routes, or I could, if I could advance, I would have, but I can't, so that gun is just going to stay there. So no advances, no CC. We go to Italian turn 3. We take off all of our counters here. I have some vehicles that come in as reinforcements. I get 3 vehicles, which is kind of nice. Yeah. Come on, really? Thank you. And I'm going to... I think I have to take the same route as, like, everybody else. So, yeah, let's do this. That guy can face those. You can go this way. Yeah, that guy can go towards those. And this guy can kind of be dark horse, come in from behind type idea. There's not a lot of hexes you can go without bogging. I think I'm just going to have to take that chance, though. Yeah, I got a path that I think I can take. Cool. Alright, weather. Okay. Oh, man. Alright, well, we got a mild breeze. That's the second scenario in a row where I've gotten weather. Like, actual wind. That's pretty funny. We did have gust. Gust should not apply anymore, I believe. But we do have mild breeze. I shall double check, but I'm pretty sure 5 is up 1, not down. 26. Come on, where is it? Yeah, increase by 1, which means nothing goes to mild breeze. Which means, does it mean anything for vehicle dust? No, only in gust, heavy wind, and rain. Cool. So there's still going to be vehicle dust. Not what I wanted. But yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, interesting. Yeah, especially that it doesn't modify anything. It just exists. Oh, I gotta take off TI. There you go. Okay. Well, my guys are placed, so we'll go prep fire phase. Prep fire phase, ATR Y5 against P5. Huzzah! Definitely not. It's a plus +2, +3. Sorry, down 2. So no effect. No rate of fire either. X10 or X0, whichever, against Q9. Huzzah. 8 +2, 10. It's a -2. Yeah, nah, that will be a hit. No rates. No effect on the 2 kill. Cool. My shots are being wasted essentially, but that's fine. Movement phase. Armored car from off board on the left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bog. Shit. That might actually bog them. Alright, what's bog? Where do we got bog? I gotta try and learn ground pressure and stuff. I'm pretty sure it has normal ground pressure, so it's +1. And a bog is on a 12 or higher? Yeah, okay. So there's already +1. It's not fully tracked. There's +2. It's bog instant, so I don't need to check anything else. There's got to be Hamada. Does Hamada immobilization not have any other specifics to it? It's just you may. The following cumulative. If the vehicle blah blah do not expense twice the total. Okay, so hold on. So if you're in an open ground, you only pay. So you only pay. You get -1 if you're in open ground hex accessible. But the bog checks, you would do bog check normally, you just add extra DRMs. So is there an extra one somewhere from this? Man, how would I know if ground is specified as soft? I guess not. I guess like sand? What do we got here? Is there anything else? So +1 for normal, +1 for not tracked. Not fully tracked, sorry. It's not a truck type expenditure. It's not an elevation change. It's not deep stream or anything. Gaining elevation, no. Entering light, no. Enter of debris, no. It's not moving into wire. Yeah. That sucks. It doesn't bog. All right, so that was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Stop for 19, delay for the rest. Vehicle will go into X10 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then do I stop here? 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Stop, delay for the rest. I don't need to shoot in the moving phase for any of these guys. Last vehicle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. As I get here, I'll take a shot. So 18. Oops. I'll do 18 and shoot at this guy with this guy for 2 hits. Probably not. It is moving and small plus button up, so no. And I will shoot IFT. No. All right. Bummer. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Stop 23, 20, and then delay to 24. And then we'll see if I can get at least a couple kills with this guy. I haven't gotten any ATR rate of fire, but we're hoping. That, I think, is it for movement. What do we got here? So, defensive fire phase. This guy is the double to kill as well. All right, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn it, can't do it with this. Well, this guy range is 6 because I've already taken a shot. I am going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am going to take a shot at this guy. Huzzah! No, because he moved this turn. And no rate. I don't think I have anything else I can really do. Infantry gun here is going to... Infantry gun is going to attempt at Y5. No. pretty sure no. I kind of want to move him anyways next turn, or at some point anyways. But I might just keep him in there because the blaze is technically protecting him as well. So maybe that's the plan here. Advanced fire phase, ATR versus that guy. Nope, and there goes that. Yeah, I don't think there's a. Do the Rolls Royces and stuff have to leave? Probably not. I don't think it's mentioned anywhere. But in case they have to leave, I'm looking for the CS9. There you go. British Vehicles Notes NQTX. 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 North Africa, okay. All one-man turret, okay. Wow. Oh, wait, that's O. I'm not... ATR's maximum range is 12. Sure. NQTX. Yada and yada. Okay, I don't care. Nothing applies here. So this guy tried, failed. Y8 will just shoot. It's an 8. This guy has not moved this turn, so it's +2, down 2. That should be a hit. Sorry, no. It is bounding fire because they did move, and that would be a what is that, slow turret or regular turret? So +2, so it's +4, +6 overall. So 14, yeah, no, it is a miss. It is definitely a miss. But I do have acquisition, which is really, 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 really important. Huzzah. And hopefully I can get something out of this guy here. DD4 is going to shoot at... Fuck it, we'll just do the furthest guy. It doesn't matter. No, I think same thing as before. We're looking at 8. It's in motion for another +2. They've moved, so it's +6 total, and there's no negatives on this guy. So yeah, that'll be a miss. And I will have acquisition, but it's not going to matter. I guess technically I should have put it on a different one, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time, and I'm just going to have to live with that mistake. No routes, no advances, no CC. We go to Italian turn 3. Italians are going to get reinforcements, I believe. Yeah, they do get... Okay, cool. They get 3 guys, and they are signified by 2... Yeah, okay, they get these guys. So I need to think of a place that makes sense for them to come out. Yeah, no, I think as the British player, I may have screwed myself over here. I have 2 of the double 2 kill. No. That's all right. That's the AA guy. That's the double 2 kill. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Hubris, and I'm going to live with it, and we'll see what I can get here. So I'm going to have these guys come here, and you can come here. And, yeah. Okay, cool. We'll see. We'll see if I manage this. So rally phase, there is actually an action, and I lose the main armament, so I don't have to recall this yet. But I might... Yeah, this guy's like suicide run on the infantry gun at this point, really. I don't have anything else I can do with him. Prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, I am going to try for the machine gun to hit and kill. No effect. Actually, I will break the MG. Red breakdown number is... a real biggie to try and remember. Breakdown. Uh, A97, but I'm pretty sure A97 does not talk about red breakdown number. Does it say whenever participates blah 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 cause breakdown white X superimposed? No, I need to look for. If I check red, nope. If I check malfunction, on vehicular weapons D3.7. Printed B, otherwise such module, blah blah, vehicle flipped over. Okay, I do need to double check because I might be have been doing that wrong. Secondary armament, is that secondary armament only specifically if it has a second main gun? Because if so, D134, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, so this guy is recalled. I feel like I must be doing that wrong. I always thought that if you had a machine gun, you'd be fine. But it does make sense that the vehicle would be recalled because you would say to yourself, like, well, I don't have the main gun and I can't just, like, drive around. I can't expect to just, like, drive around with a machine gun when there's other vehicles in play. Makes sense. But that does not answer my question on the red breakdown number, and I need to find my cheat sheet here. There's going to be a time where I'm not going to be logged into something awful, and it's going to give me that dumb autoplay or whatever. There's no way it's D1.8. Lower hand. If a vehicle has an inherent flamethrower, its mounting configuration and X number are printed in red, but it doesn't have a flamethrower. What's the... I don't know. I'm going to assume that this is just malfunctioned, and yeah, by the same rule, this would be... Or no, it's not disabled, so it's not recalled just yet. I just have to double check to make sure that red does not come into any... Yeah, it just says D1.8. But that's a flamethrower, though, so I don't... I know I've... What makes this worse is I know I've had to deal with this before, but I really can't remember what the circumstance was. And it's killing me because I know it's a thing. Because it doesn't have a flamethrower. It can't have a flamethrower. It's not about having a flamethrower. Coaxial, some blah blah, superscript. Turret mounted, blah blah, lithium. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it at the moment. So I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it, but it is annoying. Okay, so that blew up. Nothing happened. I do have the other machine gun, so I will shoot the 2 up 2. No, I won't get an effect there. So he's prepped. Um, this guy is range 8. I'm gonna Hail Mary him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, why is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Why is that saying range 8? That's range 9. Whatever. Can't do it then. But I have calculated this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I will do against this for huzzah. Damn it! How do I? How am I breaking all my guns? No. Infantry gun. You shoot. Come on, do thing. Uh, so it's a total of 9 is -1 for whatever. I have to double check. I forgot to check about this. I'm sure the Italians are red numbers. Please, no. No. Uh, yeah, ordnance to hit. Italian is red. Range is 7. Range is 7. So vehicle, I need an 8. I will miss because of the size. Damn it. Oh, and the smoke. Technically the smoke too, but I'm hoping. I need a positive here. So that won't work. Yeah, we'll just go to movement phase, I guess. So movement phase, we'll hope that I can get some better stuff here. So because these guys are coming from off board, they don't have to take the normal task, which I really need. So vehicle 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bog check. Doesn't bog. 6, 7, 8. As it gets there, I'll do stop 9. But as it gets there, this guy is going to turn his turret and try to shoot. So we'll just roll it to hit. No, definitely not. So definitely not. No rate of fire either. He has stopped and fully delayed in this hex. Next up, yeah, you know what? Let's try J5 task check. All right, you're not moving. P5 task check. You are moving. All right, you get to start for 1. As he starts for that 1, this vehicle Y5 is going to shoot ATR at him. It is a +2, +3, -2, 9, range is 8. British use black to hit numbers, so it should be good. Yeah. It is on the cusp. It is at a 9, which is what they need for range 8. And I'm just trying to think of any other modifier here. So they're already open top, so they don't do that. They have the -2. Yeah, I think that's a hit. 6 at that range. I don't think we'll do anything actually. ATR is 5. Range of 7 to 18 won't do anything. So it hits the front armor, which has a +1, which brings that to a 7, which means there isn't even any residual effects. It's not. There's no possible shock here. That is a hit. Actually, there is technically there is double. Do you get? I guess it is. No, because ATRs are smaller than 15. Yeah, ATRs don't count for the multiple hit because they are not 15 millimeter. You would have to get you'd have to get specifically the bigger version or whatever. So yeah, that misses. He's in motion now, so I'm just gonna mark him as moved, and then so I don't forget that. I should note as well that there is vehicle dust in this hex. I think that's it. I haven't really been marking vehicle dust, but I don't think it matters here. Because this guy would have stopped. So, like, there'd be vehicle dust there. And this guy would probably have, like, vehicle dust here or something. Maybe, I think it was Y9. So we'll say Y9. But yeah, again, like, doesn't matter. Um, yeah, so he starts moving, and I got some big questions here to ask myself. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. As I get there, this guy's main armor is busted. So I will take the shot. We'll see. It's a +4 down 2. That's, yeah, no, that is a miss. My rolls have been absolute dog shit today. So that's a miss at on an 11. Um, that was a 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna intensive. Um, 5 plus 6. There is a -2. So +4. Yeah, that's a hit. No effect. Unbelievable. So he's intensive. It doesn't really matter. I think he's there for like 9, 10, stop for 11, delay the rest. Vehicle in 05, task check. You're also, how did I get 12s twice? Okay. Pretty sure I did not check them. It was yeah, pretty sure I was split between these two. Either way, off board. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your main hammer is busted. 5, 6. Bog, no. Stop for 7. Delay the rest. And then this vehicle, similar idea here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop, delay the rest. Yeah, I think that's all I got here. I'm gonna mark these guys as moves so I don't forget. And then all of these trucks can move off board because they are all in motion. They all have more than enough movement points to get off board. And on as per the special rule, on turn 3 they are allowed to exit without being considered eliminated. And North Edge is to the right. So 1, 2, you can all come with me off board and be labeled not eliminated. I should all label them all MXC, and hopefully some of y'all would get that reference. Yeah, all right. This is this is not looking good for the British. I am going to this would technically have followed. I will need to turn his turret. This also would have followed. Okay. X10 is going to turn his turret. I don't know why the hell I did it that way. Turn his turret and shoot. Actually, he's going to turn his turret twice. And shoot at the guy in... Oh, you know what? No. Because if this guy repairs, I actually need this guy to keep shooting this way. To cover these guys off. And if there's any Italian reinforcements that come in and choose to go down this path, and they're coming in with the 20Ls, which absolutely sucks because their range is 12. They are, yeah, no, they're gonna fuck me up. All right, well, Armored Car X10 shoots at the disabled guy and does not blow up his gun, but it definitely doesn't hit. +2, just like the +2 down 2 alone. It just ruins that, so nothing happens. He's I rolled so bad. Oh my god, my 2 hits is an average 7.61. That's bad. Especially so I should specify it's especially bad because of the dust. The dust adding the extra plus really makes it just terrible, 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 terrible. I am going to I have to take these desperate measures, really. But I'm going to turn this guy's turret once to as an intensifier and hope here. So that's another +6. So it goes to 14, down 2 for leader. It's and that's not even counting the turning the turret. So nothing happens on that guy. The acquisition does flip. Um, but yeah, people have not been blowing up their guns, which is nice. I guess I can intensify DD4. Uh, that's another +6. Down 2 for distance. That's it. And down 3. So 11. So I will miss. I can't even. Okay. Advanced fire phase. Let's see if the Italians here get any luck. We'll take off the defensives. I don't need all those counters. So advancing fire. CC5 shoots point blank. 7. It is. I need math here. Okay, so the total for with dust is 7. I'm looking at plus uh 5 because there's no turret on this. So it goes to 12. Plus 1 for button up, plus 1 for small, and then down 2. So I'm at 12. There's no effect. And I don't believe I get an acquisition because it's a BMG, I think. Vehicle in Z3 is going to shoot at Y5. Huzzah! Same idea, +5, -1 for distance, but then all that other stuff. I really need less than 7s, really. No, I'm pretty sure I can't get any acquisition. Y3, same idea. No, and X3, same idea. Also, no. I've just consistently rolled terribly, which is fine. Routes, none. Advances, none. CC, none. We go to British turn 4, where everything is going terribly. British turn 4, weather. Gusts again. Okay, sure. There's no smoke dust anymore, I get, or the vehicle dust, I guess. That's cool. Um, there's nothing that this blaze can affect, so I'm not gonna bother. Also, I don't think I rolled for this guy to unbog. Pretty sure he's immobilized at this point. So because that would be 11 on at least 11 on that, and I'm pretty sure bog check at that number is just a miss straight up. Yeah, so I gotta do bog removal, and then I roll another 5, and then yeah. So I guess technically I didn't roll. Does the colored die roll get a +1? Does the colored dice roll get a +1? Oh, you know what? It probably yeah. So because he's mired, he's immobilized. Yeah. So we can take the. Oh, okay. You just have to do it twice. All right. I'll know next time. So this truck is immobilized. So he's the only ugly duckling in this whole thing, which it doesn't really matter. So rally phase after the gusts. There's nothing for the British to do, hilariously, but the Italians do have 2 repairs. So I will try Q9 first. All right. He's under recall. This is a wild game. I am having way too much fun with such a terrible experience. A3. All right, he doesn't blow. He doesn't blow up his gun. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty sure I turned his turret or shot and turned his turret. Because I took the intensifier, so I'm pretty sure. Prefire phase. I have to make shots and hope. So, Y8 shoots at vehicle in X3. 7 plus 3. Pretty sure it's a hit. All right, it's a dud. Cool. Vehicle Y5 shoots to hit. 8. It's a +2 down 3. So that should be a hit. Oh my god, finally, an actual result. That'll just turn this into a burning wreck. Which is unfortunate for the Italians, but it doesn't really do anything because Gus. Oh, you know what? I never did do direction. 5. Direction for the wind is down to the left, which doesn't do anything. Well, I say it doesn't do anything. It wouldn't do anything normally because this would not have affected anything. Um, but this actually will affect this once the gusts are done. Because of the dust, there is no there's no dispersed smoke. But yeah. Anyways, that is an extra vehicle eliminated, which I believe is just valued at 2. That's the BMG. Yeah, it's just for worth 2. So far, the if the game ended now, the British would win. But you never know. DD4 also going to shoot point blank. 11. It's a +2 down 2 -2 for acquisition, so that will be a hit, and I believe that's going to be a kill. ATR. Ooh, actually, ATR. No, that is +2. +2, 1 armor. That is going to be a 6 on 7 to kill, which is going to eliminate it. Crew survival doesn't survive. So another wreck here. Oops. But this time not a burning one. And another 2 points for the Brits. Italians really gotta get something going here. They also do not have rate of fire, which is fine. Movement phase. Oh, sorry. This vehicle might as well keep shooting at the recalled guy to kill him. Yeah, it should be a hit. +2, -2, or -3 total. +2. So -1. Yeah, no, it should be a hit. I don't think there's anything else there. All right, now Alright, well, now all this stuff works for the British. Crew survival? Nope. This will probably be game just because of the Italians not being able to do anything. So look at an extra 2 points. For all of the bamboozling that the British have been doing, the fact that the Italians have not been able to get any retribution has just been unfortunate. This guy under recall starts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bog, nope. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then he is recalled. Label recalled. As much as I I did not want to go to advanced fire phase. As much as I'd like to shoot at him with the Italians, I really have to focus on these guys to kill him, and if it doesn't work, then I'm boned. I'm boned anyway. So the machine gun is going to shoot 2 up 3. No, cool. Breaks that 2. Pretty sure that breaks that 2. So AAMG is gone, which sucks. Vehicle in Z3 is going to shoot its the AA gun, like the main armament. It is +2 -1, so that will be a hit, barely, to kill. MG is 4 at this range. That is increased by 1, so I'm 1 off. Damn it, because these things don't have any armor. I can't believe I'm off by 1. I finally got a hit. I got nothing for it. Vehicle in Y3 does the same thing. It will miss. You know what? I didn't do it, but machine gun and machine gun. So both of these will do a 2 up 2 on the vehicle. 8, no. And 10, no. Infantry gun. Oh, range is 7. There's a -2. Okay. The blaze is a +2, I believe, because it's a blaze and not like regular smoke, like an actual. It's a vehicle blaze, not an actual blaze. So I believe that's a +2. There's a +1 for size, so it's +3, brings that to an 8, and there's a -2. So I believe that hits. I'm shooting AP because I believe I have AP with this gun. 65 short is a 9. I rolled an 8. What's the crew survival? 3? Didn't get it. It took 8 vehicles. It took like 20 shots, but I got him. I finally got him with a gun in a blaze that's been shooting away. All right. I believe armor leaders are counted separately for DVP. Like because the whole worth thing, they still are worth points. So the armor leader is worth 2, and the vehicle is worth 3. So that's 5 points instantly for the Italians. They are back in the game at this point. The British would lose at this point if the game ended. These guys can't take shots because they're too far away from any targets. So that'll be it for defensive fire phase. There's nothing in the advanced fire phase. No routes, no advances or anything. Actually, I am gonna see because I've not been looking at it. But can I push a gun as an advance? I don't think so. And I think because I shot, I would also not be allowed. But I'm not sure. So I'm gonna see if pushing. Can I push a gun in the advance phase? I really don't think I can. It does not look like I can. But am I allowed to do it in advance? I can't push in the advance phase, doesn't look like it, but... infantry can move. It doesn't say. It just says infantry units, not marked, but not both. Can't change yada yada. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed. Because I'm not seeing anything that talks about... Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that talks about guns. And I would imagine that a gun can only be moved by being pushed. Is this actually a quick setup gun? No. Well, I missed the first shots anyways. This was a -2. It'd be a -1. I would have gotten -2 on that shot. So a -1. Hold on. I rolled an 8. It would have been a +1, -1. Range is 7. Vehicle to kill or hit is a red 8. Okay, I would have gotten it anyways. Or sorry, I rolled a different thing. I rolled a 5. It would have been +2, +3 overall, -1, so it'd be +2, 7. Yeah, okay. No, I still got it. I still got it. Okay. Whew. Let me just double check here. So, pushing a gun is hazardous movement, prevents assault movement, cannot be attempted while carrying PP, move from beneath, attempt a minimum move. Road bonus, gun cannot be pushed during bypass, can't be hooked up, yada yada yada. Nope, doesn't look like a gun. Gun can be pushed and then hooked in the same movement phase because you can push gun only movement points. Yeah, because it specifically says it has to be in the movement phase by a good order crew. So, which is unfortunate, but I have to live with it. So, blah. So, Italian turn 4 rally phase. I am going to. I'm going to do some, well, shenanigans. I'm going to hope that these shenanigans work, and we'll see what I can get out of it. So, that's my setup. Rally phase, I have 1 fix to try. Huzzah! I I break everything. Why? Why? Oh, man. Alright, well, I can't say I haven't tried to, like, fix stuff and whatever. It's just, this has been terrible. What a terrible set of luck here. All right, well, that's it for that guy, really. Prep fire phase. Honestly, I don't know even what I could do. Infantry gun is going to shoot at the leader guy, I guess. So we'll try. Hopefully I get a crit. Nope. All right. So that just becomes a plus or -1. No rate. Um, I might as well just try these two vehicles against them and see what I can do. So I'll do Y3 first. 7. That is +3 because hindrance vehicle is small and then button up. So that is unfortunately a miss. I will get acquisition, which doesn't matter, but I do have rate of fire. Won't get it. Second vehicle, same idea. And I think that is... He does get hindrance. Wait, he does? Man, that sucks. But that is going to be a miss, I believe. Does this guy get it, actually? So that's a +3 button up. Oh, no, wait, no. That was on the other... Or, sorry, the first... Hold on. It's a +3. Why am I thinking that this would be different? Hindrance, vehicle size, button up, +3. No, that is a hit. That first shot was a hit. Huzzah. MG is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a +1. So, yeah, I will match MG. I can only get a stun. Which is fine. I will take a stun. Holy moly. Stun. Does anything happen on this with a stun? No. Alright, cool. So he's stunned. These guys are marked. That guy's recall. Okay. Movement phase. Let's try the funner ones first to task check. No. Next guy. Oh my god. Alright, he starts for 1. He's in motion now. This vehicle is going to try and shoot at him. Definitely not. He has to turn his turret to do so, but that was the point behind that. So, so he starts for 1, 2, 3, 4 bog. Nope. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bog. Nope. 11 bog. Nope. Pretty sure no, because I can't imagine there's 3 there. 12, and then stop for 13. This is just to frustrate this because he's got to intensify and turn his turret again. So he stopped for 13. And then this vehicle has to start for 1. I believe when you're recalled, it's automatic. You don't get a choice. I am going to take my chance at blowing this guy up because I don't think he's going to survive these 3 vehicles. I would have to turn my turret, not get rate of fire, and then somehow intensive and kill these 2 guys, which I just don't think is going to happen with my rolls. So I'm going to try and blow this guy up as he starts to move. It will be a hit. It will not be a kill. And I didn't get rate anyways. So so he starts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He gets recalled. And is not worth any points because he's recalled. I'll put him on this side. So a lot of guys having a lot of problems. From off board, 1, 2, 3. Stop for 4. Actually, you know what? I will chance the bog check. Yeah. So 4 stops for 5, delays the rest. Next guy, 1, 2, 3 stops for 4, delays the rest. As that happens, this guy is going to intensive. No. In fact, that will break his MA. Because his MA breakdown goes down by 2. But his turret is turned twice. And then last guy, 1, 2, 3 bog. No. 4 bog. No. 5 bog. No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stop for 13. And I'm gonna hope that this is enough to get me a couple kills here. Defensive fire phase. This guy is going to declare intensive and turn his turret to the right instead. So there is a +2, I believe, because it's just a standard turret. He's not fast. Or it might... Is that... I'm pretty sure that counts for slow, or is it just regular turret? Yeah, it's slow turret. So it's slow turret for +2 and then +4. It's a +8 overall. I rolled a 6. So unfortunately, it's 14. There's a -1 for the leader, but nothing else. So that is just a miss. He's intensive fired. Everybody is already shot, and one guy is stunned, so nothing can happen here. We'll go to advanced fire phase. In the advanced fire phase, I'm going to hope and pray here for the Italians, because they need a win here. I don't think I've won with the Italians in a long while. T1, huzzah, 2 hit, miss. This guy, Z8, against the stunned guy, also a miss. EE2, or yeah, EE3, sorry. Okay, sure, fine. And then the other guy in FF3, no. But these guys should get acquisitions because they're using ATRs and not BMGs or anything like that. So I finally have acquisitions with the Italians that is not the one gun emporté. Alright, so everybody has done their shooting and stuff and things. We'll go to the rally rep phase, which is nothing. We go to advanced phase, nothing. This stun counter becomes a +1, and it's British turn 5. And just to double check here, my values. Yeah, nope, that's still 5 versus 10. Yep. Okay. Cool. Weather. No change. The gust should now be over, if I remember correctly. Hopefully I didn't muck that up. And the smoke starts drifting again. So we're going to do this and this. Which doesn't matter anymore, realistically. Well, I guess except this guy, but it doesn't matter all that much. No rallies to do, but there is a repair. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure this guy did shoot this, so he should have a -1. This is just gone. All right. Well, Hail Marys all around, so let's do bottom to top here. So, X10, huzzah. That is a hit. No effect. No rate. Y8 shoots at first vehicle. That is a hit, no rate, and there should be an effect. Yeah, 3 goes to a 4. ATR should be a 6. Yeah, no, I think that's just that will be a kill. Info, no crew survival. Clone this guy. Flip that into that. This can flip, but it's not going to matter. I do need to double check though, because do they have a thing if they're stunned? Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I checked it before, but I have to double check just in case. So he is prep fired, and then DD4 against. We'll do the guy on the left. No, or no, actually, it's a it's a +2, -1 for distance. It's a 14. Get it together, my guy. Come on. Also no rate, obviously. We go to movement phase, of which there is none. We go to defensive fire phase, where the towns get to do their shenanigans again. Infantry gun is going to try. Wow, that's a really good fucking roll. I hate this. I hate that. That was a really good roll. Range is 10, so there's no effect from the smoke. Not smoke. Intense heat haze. There's nothing from intense heat haze. There is a +4 I believe, a +4 because there is the blaze and then the dispersed smoke and then the size. So there's a +5 overall, which really sucks. Why? Because if they didn't use red numbers, that would have been a hit. And that really sucks that that was the case. Oops, not what I wanted. I wanted this. Vehicle Z8, shoot. Definitely a hit. I get double 2 kills on this. Yeah, I get two kills. The first one is good enough. That is a 4 on a machine gun. I need a 4. The range will increase that to a 6. There's no armor on the armored car. The armored car is destroyed. Um, crew survival is a 3. Didn't get it. This guy gets flipped. This guy is first fired. And that, I think that alone would be game. That is another 10 points. Or sorry, another 5 points for 10. I need to start moving these counters down here. I just don't really know how the British would ever get enough kills at this point, which is fine. BMG, huzzah, 2 hits. There is a +2. There'd be a -1. No, that's just a miss. That's just a straight miss. 20L, shoot, hit. No rate, no effect. Do I get two kills? No, eh? Yeah, no. Okay. So this guy is first fired. Yeah, final fired, whatever. No rate. Next guy shoots. Also blows up his gun. Okay. Come on. He's marked Z3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's just in range? Sure, why not? Okay. I needed snake eyes, I think. I did get rate. That is not a hit because it's +3. Yeah, no, the second shot is not a hit. Damn. All right. This guy can't do anything. No things to do in any other phase. We go to Italian turn 5. No change on weather. We can take off our preps and defensive. I have one. I've never. Oh man. There's no sniper in this, right? All right, good. I don't think I've ever gotten so many 1s and 6s. Yeah, on 8 rolls, I've gotten 5 that are either 1 and 6, and the rest are 5s. And one of them is for the wind direction, so it doesn't even count. So on 7 rolls, 5 of them had an effect. That's crazy. That is like that feels unheard of for my games. No weather change. Like there's nothing happens. We go to we did the repairs. We did rally phase. We go to prep fire. In the prep fire phase, I mean, guy there. That's a crit. I believe. Can you crit on a? I forget if you are allowed. I don't think that counts. If that doesn't count, I'm taking it and putting on the AT gun or ATR. Does can you not? I think you are allowed. It's like an LMG. I think is where you aren't allowed. Critical. I need critical hit. Where's critical hits? On the vehicle target type. Exceptions, deliberate immobilization, yada yada yada. Ah, boo, yeah. MG and aircraft MG don't get critical hit. That's dumb. That's dumb. I got a 6, doesn't matter. It won't, yeah, it doesn't matter. I will get another hit. No. Rats. the big ATR EE blah, that is a hit, no rate, no effect. Next guy does get a hit, no rate. That will be ATR. That is on hull. That's an immobilization. So he's mobilized, which doesn't really matter. Oh, but that would count for... Oh. No, I don't think that does count for that, because it'd be if a kill on 5, or is it any effect on 5? Shoot, now this actually does come up. Mobilization, which fails to destroy, stun, or shock it, that would have destroyed or shocked it with an original 2 kill or IFT dice roll of 5. Now, that's very interesting, because you can shock on an equal if it's turret, so that would count. And it's on an original 2 kill or IFT dice roll of 5. So the crew, yeah, the crew takes a task check and they pass it. But if they didn't pass, they would immediately abandon the vehicle. Oh, interesting. Wow, I can't believe that's actually come up. Infantry gun, huzzah, Hail Mary. No, that's what I should have shot with first. Damn it. That's what I should have done. I feel like I should just count that, because it would have been so much more fun. Oh, yeah. What the things we do and don't do. Movement phase. You don't move. You don't move. You do get to move. He starts for 1, turns for 2. I don't believe that causes a bog check. 3, bog check. I'm gonna roll a second time. He doesn't bog check. Or he doesn't bog. 3, 4, 5. As he gets here, this guy's gonna shoot at him. Plus. That's at least a +5, I think. Yeah, hindrance from the vehicle, or whoops. Hindrance from the vehicle, +4 for motion and small size. So yeah, it's a +5, and there's a -1 for leader, so no effect. But I do get rate, which is interesting, because that's like the first time I've gotten that. I think this would be 6. I'll take a second shot, because why not? Then definitely no. 7, 8, 9, stop 10, delay. Okay. You're first fired. Defensive fire phase, I'm going to intensive on the near guy. No. Because that would be... pretty sure no. No, because he doesn't get any range bonus, and it's +4, -1, which brings it to 11. Because he shot at this guy moving, then he reapplies the acquisition, so nothing there. This guy on one of them hits and rate, okay, no effect. Second shot does hit and no effect. All right, cool. Yeah, come on. That's it for defensive. Advanced fire phase, MG into rear, definitely a hit, and 7-4, no, I wouldn't get it. Interesting though. Okay, so if I rolled an original 2 kill of 5, because of the distance and rear, I think that would count. So he has to take another task check, which he fails. These guys abandon. I don't 100% know if this is the exact way to play this. So I would love if someone would know and correct me on this. But I believe that's how this would be played. Because the original 2 kill for the dice roll, but that doesn't mean that the modifiers wouldn't change the 2 kill needed. Because it's that would have destroyed or shocked it. And this would be destroyed if I'd gotten if I'd rolled a 5 on the 2 kill, because the 2 kill is increased from 4 to 6, and there's no armor on this. So I believe that's how it would work. So those guys have to abandon, which means they are under hazardous movement. Yeah, they're under hazardous movements. That's crazy. Okay, so they're under hazardous movement, right? Blah blah blah. They've expanded and hazardous movement. Okay, so they're hazardous movement under this vehicle, and then I'm adjacent with a machine gun. I believe. Wow, I can't believe I got that roll too. So I believe there'd be, if you're a hazardous movement, I think you still get TEM from the vehicle. Let me see here. Hazardous movement. Does hazardous movement supersede all other things? Terrain DRM. Interesting. So terrain accumulate with all other terrain DRM, but terrain DRM, I don't believe that a vehicle counts as terrain DRM. So I don't think they would get the bonus. Yeah, I don't think they would get it because it's not terrain. So they get the minus. So there's a -2 on 2. So it's a 3 on 2, which is one morale check, and they will fail it. All right. Okay, that's this is an experience. I'm glad I did this today. Unironically, I'm glad I did this today. Um, okay. Well, that's it for things. This guy's intensive. He has no target. He has no target. So we go to routes. Uh, the broken crew has to route. They can't go anywhere because they are either getting closer to a known enemy unit, because they can see the infantry gun, right? So they can see this guy, and he's at a range of 12, and hindrance is only 5. So there's not enough hindrance to prevent him from seeing it. So I don't think this guy gets to go anywhere. I think he is eliminated for failure to route. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I am going to count it. I think that would apply. And then this vehicle is just abandoned. So there is a chance that I could save a crew and then have the crew jump into an immobilized ATR only vehicle. This is insane. Okay, this is cool. This is okay. Look, unironically, this is why ASL rules. It's things like this, these sorts of interactions that you play. You put like 2 hours in, and you go, holy crap, this is cool. All right. That's it for routes. No advances. No CC. We go to British turn 6 weather. No change. I don't believe there's any other markers left here. Rally phase. Is there anything to do? No. Prep fire phase. I mean, I could pray to hit. uh, I only have a -1 because I was shot at the other, so that's an actual miss at that range. It's +2 -2, which just cancels each other out. That's insane. All right, well, that was that guy's chance, really. He donked it. No movement, defensive. Infantry gun. There goes the infantry gun. Vehicle T1, shoot. That is a hit. I believe that's the 2TK one. Yeah, double TK. No effect. Didn't get rate, so blah. You're first fired. Both of these vehicles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Both of these vehicles can shoot and will take the opportunity to do so. I need really, really low numbers, I believe. So first guy misses. Second guy, ooh, might. This goes away. That goes away. This goes over here. Gets flipped. This guy rolled and is a total 8, but yeah, hindrance is at least 2. I believe that should be 3. Oh, he's currently marked smooth. That's why. So that would be a +3, which won't be enough. But I did get rate, and there is a acquisition at this point, which is nice. So let's see if I can get another good roll here. Huzzah! Ooh. Ooh, okay. So I believe this is +3. There's +4. And then it's +4, +5. I'm off by 1. Pretty sure I'm off by 1. I did get right. Always happens. Always happens. All right. Nothing. Advanced fire phase. Blah blah. We go to turn 6 Italians, and no weather change. And frankly speaking, the British have to kill 3 vehicles with no rate of fire and 1 guy. Uh, repair. Didn't get it. Repair. Didn't get it. All right. Cool. 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 Italians go first to hit. That is a hit. Double to kill. Doesn't do anything, which is unfortunate. You're prepped. 20L. Nope. And we'll just go to movement phase. Does this guy move? Yeah, all right. Starts for 1, 2, 3. Bog, bog. No. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bog. 10. Bog. 11. Bog? It does bog there, I believe. So he'll bog, ends his movements, which is fine. I'm pointing the direction I want. Vehicle attempts to move. Does get to move. As he spends 1 to start, vehicle is going to shoot at him. That is a 10 up 2 down 3 is a hit and will be a kill. And unfortunately, those guys do not survive. Flip that over. I did not get rate, and so, oops. Unless I can get an intensifier, this is going to be a victory for the Italians. So, yeah, all that happened. This guy didn't repair. He has no other weapon, so there's no point even starting him. But this guy will start, or attempt to start. He does. Pays 1 to start. Intensive. No, because there's a +5. So 12 down 1. Misses. That's his intensive fire. He gets no other shots. And yeah, it doesn't matter. At this point, I could just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bog. 11 bog. 12 stop 13. And then we'll just for funsies, we'll go to advanced fire phase. This guy on the left shoots first. Wow, that's a really good roll. I'm actually really sad I rolled that. That is... there's 0 armor on this. That'll be a kill. Or, sorry, it'll be a stun, which he has not been stunned before. I keep forgetting that's a MG. But he is stunned, which is bad, really. So this, that. So he is stunned. I did get rate of fire, but advanced fire phase, you don't get it. So scratch that. Vehicle in other side does the same thing. I guess technically this would button them up. I haven't been checking that. That I think is also a hit because, might not be. No, I don't think it is. I think the other one was just because it's such a, like the 5 would be a 10 because it'd be +5, I believe, overall. Maybe not. Either way, doesn't matter. I'm gonna rule it as it'll be a miss. We'll give 1 a hit, 1 a miss, and that is it. Surprisingly bloody. Uh, More fun than I thought it would be. And I get the reason for the trucks, but I do think it's a weird implementation. And weird solely because a lot of the trucks can just make it to the end anyways. So unless the ATRs could get like a lot more hits, there's just not much of a point. But at the same time, I really had a hard time getting any of my ATRs to acknowledge their lifestyle. So far more fun than I thought I would have playing this scenario, and I'm glad I played it because yeah, it's cool. I do think that like I'm just looking quickly at some some mentions at some replays that people have mentioned about this scenario, at least in one of the entries on the scenario archive. Shouts out to them as always. Um, yeah, like if you blow up your own gun, if the ATR on a British vehicle blows up, there's not really anything you can do, and it not to say that like your chances of success are gone, but they're far lower than they have any chance of being. And you know, you do have two firepower machine gun on there, but it really isn't enough for anything. The Italians are not going to be crew exposing themselves. There's just no point. And so outside of like some really special conditions, there's just not really anything you're going to get out of it. But I did want to mention, because I did say it at the start, but this scenario has been printed 4 times, at the very least 4 times. I don't think it's been printed more, but actually, you know what? I'm very curious. Did they actually steal this? 100% yes, they stole this. What's this say? Okay, so what about this one? Uh, no, I think one of these is not. Oh wait, is it? They did they steal and redo it twice? Why? Um, this technically one isn't, but this one is definitely just, yeah, this is definitely just stolen. Yeah. That's definitely just stolen. Two troops, two troops of patrolling spotted atomic contracts loaded with infantry moving north. At the same time, the leader of the second troops reported enemy column moving eastward, encouraging on the first, moving north towards Capuzzo. Moving north towards Fort Capuzzo. Second, this reported by second troop spot on there. Okay, yeah. You fuck. Okay, this is why. This is why I hate this company, and why I have such a gripe against this. It really, it is just, it's gross. It's just gross. I hate it. I hate it because they're just stealing an idea from a different group and pretending it's their own essentially. And I'm sure someone could say, well, we didn't, pretend it's ours or whatever. But if I'm being completely honest here, it's frustrating that you would take a scenario, you would you would change like one thing about it, and then you would go on and be like, well, it's my own design. Like I came up with it. I'm smart and cool and sexy, and I did all the work for it. Um, so this scenario, as far as I can piece together, was first published, and this is with help from the chronology of war. I don't know if it's maintained anymore. I maintain my own version just so I like with my own purchases and stuff. Um, and because I've legitimately gotten like one or two scenarios that I can't find anywhere else, and that have never been added to the chronology. So, anyways, point being that the scenario, because of the chronology of war that I have, that has some dates provided, thankfully, it was initially published under ASL News issue 17 as ASL News scenario 30, named Across the Wire. It was then reprinted, uh, with permission, I assume, or like bought by or whatever, by Avalon Hill Game Company in ASL Annual 93B as scenario A-61. This was then reprinted. This scenario was then taken from ASL News by Critical Hit, who, as far as I'm aware, like purchased the rights, I guess, or like got access to the ASL News scenarios, among with others. But I don't know how it worked. But Critical Hit owns or has the scenario, at least their version of it. Um, so they created their own scenario, or took the scenario from the original creator, and have it in Europack 4, the war in North Africa. It is called Across the Wire, and it is Europack 20. That's the scenario number. The scenario was then reprinted in 2022 in ASL Module 7A Hollow Legions, or I guess ASL Module 7, I don't know. Whatever Hollow Legions is considered now in terms of its internal code, and given the number scenario 261. However, what doesn't show up as scenario Across the Wire is scenario Swanning About, which is found in Africa Corps Pack 8 Frontier War by Critical Hit. And you might think, oh, well, I mean, the scenarios are, the scenario name is different. However, it uses, instead of 2 maps, it uses 1. Actually, yeah, it uses 1 because Critical Hit loves to print its own maps, called the Tobruk map. So they use 1 map, quote unquote, 1 map, which is essentially a double map if you look at it, really. But anyways, they use 1 map. It has a track going down. It's got a hillock on one side. The hillock size is different, but functionally is the same. The incidental text is in some parts word for word the same as Across the Wire, and the designer is Ray Tapio, who I think is the guy who owns Critical Hit. I don't know. I don't care. But original design, please do not steal, essentially. And the scenario just includes some minor changes, like in scenario A-61 you get 12 trucks. Well, in the Critical Hit version you get 8 trucks instead, and instead of one gun emporté, you have a gun being towed. Okay, cool. And then instead of what is it, 10 tankettes, there are 8, and one of them is a flamethrower tankette. But you still have the two 20L the 20L ATRs. The only difference is that they dropped all of the AA L3s. That's it. Yeah, like that's it. They dropped all the. Sorry, did I say 10? I meant 12. Yeah, there's 12 tankettes. So you lose 4 tankettes. They're all of the AA ones. Yeah, that's literally what they cut. Wow. And then the British lose an armored car. That's it. Presumably, I could check. I have this one somewhere. Actually, do I have this digitized? Did I digitize it yet? Oh man, what a way to like ruin a great scenario. Great scenario, but man, you fucking Critical Hit, you can just piss off with this. I hate this. Uh, they get 1 armor car leader less or fewer. They drop a 9-1, but otherwise it's the same. Uh, yeah, so the Italians start with 2 tankettes rather than starting with 6. And then they still get the same quote unquote like times of reinforcements. Also, they're on the south edge. Did I do that wrong? No, on the west edge. So yeah, they just changed south for west. The the group comes in as a convoy, which doesn't matter because they're just drive straight and then they will see the enemy. It's not, there's no nighttime. Yeah, dry instead of very dry, heat haze instead of intense. The starting on turn 3, Italian trucks can exit on the south edge. Oh, okay, so they flipped aside, really, which I don't know why they would be going south, but whatever. Um, yeah, like they use convoy movement despite the fact that it doesn't matter. Okay, and this makes it even dumber. So instead of the trucks in question don't have a T number, so they can't tow. So there's an SSR that says that they're towing the gun, which completely just goes against the fact that the original scenario has you emporter the gun specifically because they don't have towing numbers. So, anyways, this is dumb. I hate Critical Hit for doing this sort of stuff. They take a scenario and they literally just wipe the name off, call it their own, and then pass it off as an original Do Not Steal item, and that sucks. So, scenario good, fun. Play it with your friends. It's a fun little romp. Getting to learn the dust hindrance and like heat haze and stuff. It's not that complicated. I know I kind of gave up on it after I got gust like twice in a row. I stopped caring. And there would be more like vehicle dust in these cases. However, also a lot of these cases, it would not have affected anything. So there is there is something to be said about the vehicle dust uh, having an effect if my vehicles were driving away from the British, like the trucks, but the trucks were inconsequential just because of the fact that all the trucks were already at the edge of the board. So for that, it didn't really help out. But otherwise, good scenario. I would recommend. It's fun. Yeah, play it. It's good. Don't play the critical hit one. ASL News, you might be able to find that one somewhere online for free. I don't know because ASL News is defunct, so I don't know how that's treated. But don't pay critical hit for this scenario. Just get either ASL Annual 93B, which you can buy a bundle on Wargame Vault. Hopefully someday they'll hear this and give me a sponsorship, I guess. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Or get Hollow Legions because it's in there too. And I can guarantee it's better than Critical Hit. Anyways, that was tonight. Thank you for watching. Saturday, I am going to not be playing with Rutan because WrestleMania weekend and people are busy. Um, Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Whatever. We are busy, and or he is busy. I will try to get a solo day in. Rob is still figuring things out, and by figuring things out, I mean actually like has worrisome things going on. So, for anybody who knows him, I hope you can spend a little bit of time, wish him well, wish his family well. Rob, I hope everything turns out positively and that things work out. Um, I'm excited as you are to get back to our games because you are a charming individual and I like playing against you. Which isn't to say I don't like playing against other people, but you are a fun person to hang around with. So instead of Saturday, I will be playing next Monday against Rutan. This coming Saturday will be a solo night if I'm around. Have a lovely week, everybody. Bye.